Pretty dumb.
Aw, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you, Steve?
I'm great, Mike. How are you?
I'm hungry, if I'm being honest.
Why didn't you eat before you came over?
I was going to, and then I checked the clock, and I had already pushed you back. And I was like, if I text him and tell him that I'm going to get something to eat now, chances are you would have a mad yelling time.
Oh, that's never happened.
I know, but I was like, what if this is the thing that sets him off?
Well, I thank you for being considerate of potentially the way I would react.
Yeah.
But you should always know that if you need to, you can.
If I need to eat?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll never check with you again. I was going to call you earlier.
Check with me every
today.
week. Every day.
Hey, you mind if I eat now, Steve? You and Steve have a weird relationship.
And then if you don't hear from me, I don't want you to just eat. You understand?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is
this like a sex contract?
I was just going to say, like, somewhere in the world, someone is having this exact discussion, but it's not a joke.
No, and they're saying it like this. And then I want you to not
eat until I say so.
That was the perfect version of that voice.
And you know when you sign this, that means no eating.
Mike, I have a new ASMR channel I want to direct you to. It calms me out at night. It calms me out.
Oh no!
What happened?
I forgot to put on my wind ring.
That's what I like to call a little wazoo. That's a whopper.
I hate, ever since I got married, I hate not wearing.
The French call that a whopper.
It's a whopper.
That's a whopper.
That's a
c'est whopper. Forget your wedding ring? That's a whopper. And the bell is accompanied with it too.
Always, it's tradition.
It's all right. You know, I get it, man.
I don't like it. I wonder if Delman has forgotten his wedding ring yet.
Let's
been married
call him
for
up.
20 minutes.
Let's call him right now.
I don't know. I just can't find it.
We gotta have post-marriage Delman on.
Completely different guy.
Yeah, totally different guy.
Sounds totally different. I would love that, man. I'm taking a road trip with Mary Delman tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, give
on
him
the eve of the night of your anniversary of your birth.
Thanks, man. I want you out. I want you as far away from me as possible around my birthday. But Bree is actually taking me. Well, my birthday is today, actually. If you're listening to this,
is it? Oh well, yeah. You threw me for a loop.
We're recording this on the 7th, but this is the 9th that you're listening to it, and it's my birthday. Wish me a goddamn happy birthday. Stop what you're doing.
Future Steve.
Thanks.
Go on Twitter,
Future Mike,
right now. And I think there are so many ways online that we've shown each other happy birthday in the past. There's the Facebook message, there's the Facebook wall stuff because it reminds you. Everyone goes on Twitter. And I think really the only way to be unique and appreciate Steve's birthday is I think you go to his Twitter account, you unfollow him. And I think that's the only thing, because you're expecting to open up your Twitter. You're expecting to open up your Twitter and you just see rows and rows of happy birthday, Steve. We love you. You mean so much to us. But I think if there was to be some activity in a different part of that page, like if the follower number
was
just started falling
so low. It'd
I
be a
think that
nice
would make
thing.
a real statement.
It would be nice because is already hate how old I am.
Yeah.
And just losing followers would just kind of pull me into a deeper depression, which is what I want.
Or maybe, okay, then let's go the other way and double them for a day.
Yeah. We'll create fake accounts all day and follow me on the fake ones.
Yeah, man. That would
What
be
I'd
great.
really like if I could request something of our audience for my birthday, which shouldn't be an impossible thing to do, is just open up Google and just type in
Spandy Andy.
no, type in type in the word bizarre.
Okay.
And if you don't know how to spell it, the red underline that so many of you ignore means it's wrong, and you can right click it, and guess what? It'll correct it for you.
Correctamundo.
So type in bizarre into Google or let it correct for you. And go to page like 60 and beyond, and then pick a random image from page 60 of Google's search of bizarre on. I'm talking go all the way to like page 200 if it exists.
Yeah.
And just pick one fucking weird image in there and just send me that with a happy birthday, and I'd really appreciate that.
I think that's very creative. I also it would be very helpful if you could also include which page it's from.
Use the hashtag.
Just want to know how deep.
Hashtag page and then whatever page it is.
Hashtag 684.
That's a
lot
little.
of
That's
forward
asking a lot of people now. Like, and sometimes in the mobile devices, it's hard to tell what page you're on.
Well, to be fair, we did offer different options. Of what
There
you
are
could
several
do.
options.
You
You
could
don't
just
have to use the
unfollow
hashtag, or you can just unfollow me. That's the easiest thing you can do.
Just do a little video of your mouse. Hold your phone up to your computer. Put your mouse up to the follow button. Click unfollow. Maybe play some sad music. And then
I think it would make me more sad. It would make me sad.
I don't.
It's a funny bit,
But they're doing it for you.
right?
You're not warming up to this.
It's the
at all?
nicest birthday gift I could receive.
Yeah. How about this? You know how you just opened up your For Human People's store?
Yeah.
What if they did all that and they did the sad video of them unfollowing you, but they were wearing one of your shirts?
Okay, well that's nice. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, I just want to find it.
I'm into that idea. Mike, I think we should. It's been a while since we've done this, and I think it's time for us to.
Oh my god!
It's time for us to take a deep dive into the backyard chickens.com forum.
You should probably go to WebMD while you're at it.
And let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
What is this music?
I've got a couple of options here to read. Mike, I want you to pick the thread.
Okay.
And then I'll dig in. Don't cut your hair. It's not time to cut your hair.
I'm sorry. I forgot what we were doing.
Just because it's the 52nd episode doesn't mean you can cut your hair.
I was under an understanding.
Okay,
go ahead.
Cutest chicken names.
We got to turn down the music a little bit. I can't think
I'm
about
sorry.
anything else. Oh, God.
It's only
God.
a 3-minute song, so.
I'm sorry. We'll hurry up. What are my options, Steve? Don't eat. You remember that No Doubt song?
Man, I'm trying to find a song that's a little bit longer.
And then don't eat.
Eat. Don't eat.
And then when the weekend comes around, don't eat.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this track. Okay, so here's your options. Cutest chicken names.
Oh God.
Help chick all alone. Why does my chick chirp so much?
Well, I'm gonna keep that one on the back burner. But I'd love to.
You
go
don't have to.
Cutest chick names.
Okay. You didn't have to keep
A chirping chick on the back burner.
on the back burner, yeah. What are some of the cutest chicken names you've heard? For some reason, people always pick old lady names. But I thought it'd be interesting to hear some other names that are different or downright adorable.
Are there many responses to this thread?
There's a lot. There's 157 pages. And this is page 1.
It's gonna be a long podcast.
I prefer weird names for my chickens that suit their personality and features, says Chook Crazy, who's out of the brooder.
What does that mean?
These
that mean?
These are just a couple of mine. Peep. Well, that is weird.
Remember that Nickelodeon show Peep and Peep?
Isn't Peep a weird name for a tiny chicken that it looks like a peep? The candy peeps.
Yes, but I'm sure
I'm making fun of it because I think it's not a weird name.
Okay. I'm so confused. Do you hate the name? Or do you like
I hate it. Here's another one. Chewy.
that? I don't like.
Chirp. Here's another real weird name. Sparkles.
For a chick?
Parsley. Blossom. Cocoa. Peaches and Wobble.
Are those two chicks?
I think it's one chick named Peaches and Wobble.
That's pretty good.
Scrabble. Boggle. Sunny. Viper.
Monopoly. Operation. Guess whom?
Clue. Connect 4. Footless. Edwina. Big Bertha and Siggy. So
One
again,
chick.
one name. Happy Feet.
This music
And
and this subject matter.
And last but not least, Nemo, who has one wing smaller than the other.
I'm not a fan of any. Are we 150 pages through?
Oh no, we're still on page 1 with
That was one.
Quite a few to go. That was
Okay.
one post.
Okay, so we got through the first one pretty good.
I'm skipping to page 157.
Might as well, yeah. Where it's all just like yelling at each other. It's all like arguments.
Yeah. They're talking about Obama now. You know what, Mike? I don't like this thread. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's funny.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think it's a bad one.
Okay, I'm sorry I made that choice.
You know what? I'm disappointed at how like not fun that was.
I'm feeling insecure in my choice at the moment.
I don't think it's your fault.
What could the rest of them be to make that? How about Dave?
Here's some other thread name options for you, Mike Falzone.
I feel like a sim right now with this music.
Chicks poop orange.
It's my favorite 2 Chainz song.
Maybe don't feed it candy corn. Yeah. Sneezing chick.
I like that. I like that a lot because I'm picturing it and I can't picture anything cuter at the moment. Now I'm picturing a little chick with a Miami Vice jacket on.
How to deodorize.
In general.
Yeah, not... Sorry, I'm on a different forum now.
I'm on the Axe Talk Back forum.
How about this one? Going insane, waiting to find out genders.
Aren't we all, you know? What happened to the chick chirps too much?
How about this one? Chick with diarrhea.
I'm intrigued, I'll tell you that.
Treats for youngins. Chick not growing. Limping baby.
These are the worst names I've ever heard.
We lost our runt.
Most of these are too sad. I don't know, man. I don't know if the music can save this one.
The chick who came back from the dead.
Yep.
Is that the one you like?
That's the one.
Hold on, it's gone now.
What? How could that be? I'm sure it'll make its way back.
We can look into the duck portion or even the geese section of the forum if you'd like, Mike.
What the fuck happened to the zombie? You didn't have any...
Oh, you want to go there? We can go there.
Is that not the most interesting thing you've heard all day?
No.
Chick comes back from the dead? Tell me the most interesting thing you've heard today if that wasn't it.
You know what? All right, fine. It's the most interesting thing
Thank
I've heard
you.
today.
Thank you.
I did hear something else kind of interesting, but I don't want to talk about it on the podcast.
Okay.
It has to do with Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Okay. Well,
I thought that
please.
was pretty interesting. Ed is a new stop-motion animated feature from director Tim Burton.
And I'm out.
This was posted by Tilly56, who's out of the brooder. And Tilly says, I came home last Thursday from a week away in London. Well, there's your problem. If you leave your chicks alone for a week while you're in London,
Yeah, most likely.
most likely one of them will die and come back from the dead. To find that my husband had, 2 days before, hatched an egg that had been abandoned by its mother in our little incubator.
So the husband was sitting on the egg.
All was well until this morning. He was running around, feeding well, enjoying an outing in one of my flower beds. He liked to be held in my hands and would drop.
Come on, man.
And would drop off to sleep. Shh, 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 shh.
Why do you have to do the noise?
Shh, 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 shh. Friday the 13th. Chirped loudly, very loudly, altogether hunky-dory. Then this morning he seemed a bit dodgy, wasn't walking or chirping.
Go on.
seemed very weak.
Total change.
A couple of Zarageezers, I'll tell you what. I lifted him out of his little cage, a former hamster cage I put next to the boiler
I mean,
with water
there's no other place.
and things to keep him warm. He gave one peep and then went rigid.
Dude.
Legs stuck out straight behind him and eyes wide open. I stroked him, but no reaction. So I was sure he was dead.
I don't like it. I can't wait to hear the Immaculate Return story.
I put the poor little thing back in his cage to bury him later.
Is this what cereal is like? You think this is what Joe Rogan does?
How many listeners would Joe Rogan lose if suddenly... But as I picked him up, he moved. And he is now back in the cage with the incubator lamp to heat him up, chirping as loudly as ever.
We now cut to a live feed.
Live feed! Dude, that's the greatest accidental pun I've ever heard.
Oh, God.
He still seems a bit wobbly on his legs. My worry is that he isn't drinking enough, and that is the cause of his near-death experience.
Better a chick that isn't drinking enough than one drinking too much.
I have tried dipping his beak in water. I've put water onto a little cotton bud and dripped it into his beak. I've also put food in his...
What the fuck? The second it starts to get normal, it starts to feel normal, is when it's definitely not normal.
I've also put food in his water and water in his food so that when he takes on or the other, he gets both, if you see what I mean. I really hope he's going to survive. He's half Marins and half Orpington. Beautiful breed. Any ideas or hints would be really welcome. Many thanks, Tilly. Amazing story, says Lillipot. Hope we figure out what's wrong. P-Stock44, who's chilling with my peeps, says, I had a somewhat similar experience. I got 6 silkies 3 days old. I didn't have a heat lamp, so I used a hot water jug heated with an aquarium heater. Water was at 95 degrees when I covered the jug. Some type of thermometer in the brooder is so very helpful, says Kate's Chooks.
We bring you out of Kate's Chucks.
Flywheel says, if he survives and turns out to be a Roo, name him Lazarus. You know, that's interesting, man. There's no updates. Oh, no, Tilly updated, guys. Tilly updated.
Please be okay.
Excuse me.
Are you hiking?
Tilly says, excuse me, let me close this gate. Tilly says, many thanks for all the replies, although it seemed very warm in his case. Guys, we're doing a podcast. Doug?
Just go ahead. Just try to.
He's ignoring.
He's not gonna stop.
Doug! Okay, Doug. Jesus Christ. You gotta do this now? Doug, Doug, podcast. Guys, we're doing a podcast. Although it seemed very warm in his cage in the boiler room.
Doug.
David, can you tap Doug? Doug. I just don't understand why he's...
Do you do that tomorrow?
Do you have to spray that right? Okay. There we go. Thank you, Doug. Jesus Christ. You couldn't hear or what?
Go ahead, Steve.
Motherfucker. I even put in a small teddy bear to take the place of the mother hen.
Okay.
It obviously wasn't warm enough for a 2-day.
We're doing a podcast.
Cindy, can you get back inside? Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, Mike. Every time.
I just thought we'd be able to do
I know.
this.
I told them that we were going to be
We
recording.
rented the space.
When I think I very nearly buried the chick, luckily, I think the heat from my hands woke him up. I'll never make the same mistake again. Thank goodness for this forum. Thank you all again for your help, and I'll keep you posted on his health, Tilly.
Tilly sounds like she could be like the chick whisperer. Like she has magical
Maybe
X-Man powers.
Yeah, maybe Tilly has a nice healing abilities.
So, been watching the NBA finals or? Doug, do you have to hit the drums?
He's so good at him, though. Let him hit the drums.
Spraying beans to hitting drums.
Doug, you
is
can
hard
keep
to
hitting the drums. Oh, you didn't have to get louder. God, he's so good at it. He's been practicing for weeks.
Doug, can you move a little bit closer and hit the drums?